Right, this is not looking good. We're at Shambles Airport. Been here for quite a few hours now. EasyJet flight is delayed. It's been delayed for about an hour and a half now, but it should have took off, about an hour and 15 minutes ago. Should have took off. However, we're all there, lined up. Not a full flight, I'd say there's about 120 people there. And all lined up, ready to get on it. They did say the plane was going to be landing in 15 minutes. That was half an hour ago. And then the staff have just announced they need 20 volunteers to step down from the flight and not take it. They've offered them a hotel to stay overnight locally, and they'll fly them back in the morning on the 11 o'clock flight. Not good. Also, this entire hotel, by the way, look, is closed because tomorrow, apparently, this entire airport is closing because they've been doing an extension here for a number of years now, and the transformation from one side to the other is happening as from tomorrow, and it's supposed to be taking 3 days. When you're going past the escalators before, you could see all the brand new passport control areas, the brand new areas where all the baggage is getting scanned, etc. And it all looks brilliant. It smells beautiful as you walk past. There's cleaners everywhere there. However, I don't know if there's going to be any flights tomorrow. I've looked on Skyscanner and there's not much, so it's quite concerning because Monday night now, I need to be home tomorrow to do some important office work. I'm packing tomorrow, and also I need to be then in Birmingham because I'm hosting a very important event at Aston Villa Football Club. I'm expected to be there at 8:30 in the morning. There's hundreds of people for a big property event that I'm hosting. So I'm in the shit if I don't get home. Really, I'm in the shit. Fingers crossed something happens very soon. Well, that was a very close one. We are actually now in Liverpool, and we did get on the EasyJet flight in the end. Bev's driving, she'd parked up here. But what a palaver and close shave we've just had. So, in a nutshell, they announced they didn't want 20 passengers to go on the plane. They didn't manage to get 20 passengers to go on the plane. They had about 8 volunteers, and they were offering them £500 and hotel night and this, that and the other, and a flight tomorrow. But when we were looking, there was no flights tomorrow, and the airport potentially could have been closed. But it started to get a bit hairy. You had a few lads coming up to the front getting a bit mouthy, as you'd expect, and then so more security would come, and then the police come, and etc. And the 2 young Spanish girls who worked for either the airline or EasyJet weren't really explaining much what was happening and wasn't helping matters, in fairness. However, they then announced that everyone with speedy boards could get on first. They let them on. We didn't have speedy board because every time I flew from Palma, it's been a doddle. We parked up, walked straight through security, straight through passport control, literally in a breeze every time, so didn't bother paying for speedy. And then they were announcing families with children, and rightly so. You know, there was quite a lot of young kids there. They should have went first. And then you thought, well, how are you going to work the next lot out? Who's going to go? And when they first announced it, Bev and I jumped up and stood in the queue. You know, so we stood in the queue all in all for about an hour and a half, right at the front, more or less. So thinking, well, if they stopped the last 20 people, there was at least 100, 140 behind us. So we thought, oh, well, we're safe. No, we weren't safe. Then they just very slowly carry on around here, right here, down there, straight down and right at the lights. And they just started very slowly calling out individuals' names and seat numbers. You had couples turning up, saying, no, I can't go without them. Yeah. Couples getting split up, etc., getting through. It was a shambles, an absolute shambles. And Bev and I stood there and watched a good 130, 40 odd go in front of us in the space of like an hour and a half, and we're just standing there at the front with the staff, the security and the police and things. And then it got down, we were looking behind us, and there was about, maybe, didn't even look like there were 30 people behind us. And we're thinking, oh dear. And then literally, eventually, they just called Brian and Beverly's name out. We got through, mine first, and then Beverly straight after, and I think only another 1 or 2 people got in after us. It turns out we got on the plane, and they said there was all in all about 36 who they didn't let on the flight, and their reasons for it was one of the staff on there got really poorly and couldn't return the flight. Therefore, legally they were only allowed a certain amount of bodies on the plane when they got a certain amount of staff, so they didn't have any backup staff, which is a bit poor for EasyJet. So
time of night and stuff.
Time of night, yeah. It was rubbish, really. It was dealt with very badly, very badly, and very just frustrating. So now we're 3 hours late getting home. Got a very busy day tomorrow, and then I've got to get to Birmingham and get ready to host an event. Ooh, back home to our house, and it's a bit cold. None of the lights are on. The leaves are everywhere. John's here tomorrow morning, so he's going to be doing a bit of work around the house with us. Bev's just dropped me off now. Gate's closing. Bed's going to be bloody cold inside. Here we go.